With TAITO Arcade 3 for Evercade, we're delighted to welcome back our friends at TAITO for another collection of arcade classics. This cartridge features 9 classic games, including the incredibly popular Puzzle Bobble, and offers a varied mix of experiences that represent an excellent cross-section of the company's output over the years. Let's take a closer look at the games on offer in this collection, available from the end of February 2026. Cadash is a well-loved title from TAITO's back catalogue, blending elements of platformer, hack-and-slash action game and role-playing. The game presents you with an epic quest to rescue Princess Sarasa from the dreaded Bar Rogue, and you can take on the challenge either solo or cooperatively with a friend on Evercade VS, VSR and Alpha. Choose between 4 different heroes, each with their own abilities and characteristics, and battle your way through hordes of monsters as you explore a series of deadly dungeons. With its role-playing elements such as gaining experience and levels, talking to characters and purchasing new equipment, Cadash is quite an unusual, distinctive arcade game, and in many respects feels more like a game that was designed for home consoles. With TAITO Arcade 3, you can fully explore this epic quest at home or on the go, with no pocket change required. The unusually named Camel Tree, no we don't know why it's called that either, is a puzzling action game in which you rotate a series of mazes in order to lead a ball to its destination. The levels start simple and straightforward, but quickly become fiendish in their complexity, demanding fast reactions as well as skill, forward planning and memorization. Camel Tree is easy to pick up but highly replayable as you compete for better times and higher scores. It's a real gem from the TAITO catalogue and well worth taking some time to explore. Crazy Balloon is one of TAITO's earliest games, and it has a simple premise: guide the balloon to the goal without popping it on any of the obstacles along the way. To make matters more difficult, the balloon is swaying in the breeze as you navigate each maze, meaning you'll need careful timing to negotiate the obstacles in your path, as well as skillful control. The further you progress in Crazy Balloon, the harder things get. The mazes become more complicated to navigate, and the action shifts into a higher gear, causing the balloon to sway more erratically in higher levels. How long can you keep your cool and stay in control? As the self-explanatory name suggests, Football Champ is a straightforward, easy-to-understand take on arcade-style soccer, boasting fast action, TV-style presentation, and accessible but tactically deep gameplay. You can choose between 8 different international teams to control, each with their own lineup of fictional star players, and challenge either your friends or a series of computer-controlled opponents to see who has true command of the pitch. Your superstar player has special skills to help them get around the opposition's defenders, and you can choose to play rough when defending your goal. Just make sure the referee isn't watching when you knock your opponent's star striker to the ground. LUNAR Rescue is another early title from TAITO, blending 2 types of game into a single experience. In each stage, you'll alternate between avoiding obstacles and landing precisely on a series of pads to rescue astronauts, then blasting your way back into the skies in the waiting safety of the mothership in shoot-'em-up action. Like many of the best arcade games, LUNAR Rescue is simple to learn but tricky to master, and the pursuit of high scores will keep you coming back for more. Play the game that kicked off a subgenre with Puzzle Bobble, the original bubble shooter. This spin-off of TAITO's popular Bobble series swaps action platforming for precision puzzle action. Shoot coloured bubbles up the screen and match them with the bubbles that are already there to clear the screen. challenge a series of single player levels to solve their puzzles before time runs out, take aim for a high score, or compete against a friend in the 2-player versus mode. Puzzle Bobble is one of Taito's most influential games, and the series is still going strong to this day. With its catchy music, colourful presentation, and simple but compelling gameplay, we're certain this one is going to get a lot of playtime on Evercade. Kicks is another great title from Taito's early years, and another innovator from the company's back catalogue. The concept is simple: draw lines to enclose areas of the screen and capture them, but watch out for the various baddies attempting to stop you from achieving this. Chief among them is the eponymous Kicks, which bounces gracefully but unpredictably around each level, but you'll also have to contend with the sparks that travel along the paths you draw, and the fuse that appears if you hesitate too much or draw yourself into a spiral death trap. Kicks' basic mechanics are simple, but these belie a huge amount of tactical depth, and gameplay that offers a compelling mix of risk versus reward. Will you go for the big points by capturing a large area at once, or will you play it safe but strategically and attempt to confine the Kicks into its own little boxed off zone? Taito's Bobble is often credited with popularising the elimination platformer format of action game, in which you progress by defeating all the enemies on each single screen stage, but it wasn't the first game of this type. A year earlier, the Fairyland Story challenged players to take control of the witch Ptolemy and use her magic to turn her enemies into cakes. The Fairyland Story features more deliberately paced gameplay than its more well-known spiritual successor, and many stages have an almost puzzle-like feel to them. You'll need both skill and strategy to outwit your foes, so think carefully before you go on the attack. Zookeeper is a colourful, chaotic game from Taito's early days that features an unusual multi-phase structure. In the game's main levels, you'll attempt to keep animals enclosed in their pens by building a wall around them, while also scoring bonus points by capturing or jumping over escaped animals. At other times, you'll be bouncing your way up a series of moving platforms, or negotiating a series of escalators to earn bonus points and extra lives. Zookeeper is a fast-paced game with energetic presentation. While it might initially seem overwhelming, you'll soon find the basic mechanics are easy to understand but tricky to master. And as ever, the pursuit of those ever-elusive high scores will keep you coming back for more. TAITO Arcade 3 is available for Evercade from February 2026. Find out more on the official website.